Hi guys! It's Liliana the Magnificent and welcome back to my main city, Dukes of Honey. In this video, I'm going to talk about the past fall event buildings that are currently being offered in the different daily special rotations in the 2020 fall event and hopefully give you some advice or insight into which ones you might want to go after. So the first one that we're going to talk about is the cottage. And let's go to the base cottage and then we'll talk about all of its features and then the final one that you can possibly get. So this is the September Cottage. You're going to get the base level 1 cottage, and then in order to get it to its final state, you need three, four, five, six upgrades, you guys, just to make sure. And with that final sixth upgrade, you can decide between either the Pond's Cottage, which offers goods and forge points, the Appleton Cottage, which is the one that I personally went with for the attack and defense boost. It does also give you forge points. You forego the goods with it. And then there's the Flowery Cottage, which offers you extra forge points. So, out of these three, the Appleton Cottage is the one that I would go for the most just because it does give you the attack and defense boosts, and those tend to be the creme de la creme nowadays. All right, next one is the windmill, or in my final that I have is the colorful mill of fall. I don't know what years these were all offered, you guys, and I don't have that information, so don't hate me. All right, so going into the Mill of Fall, you get that base level 1, and this one you need one, two, three, four, five, six as well upgrades. And then once you do, you can choose between the, oh no, Aqueous? I want to say Aquarius, but that is definitely not it. Let's go with Aqueous. Aqueous. Okay, sorry. This one offers you more so of the goods than the forge points. Then you have the Sunflower Mill of Fall, which gives you one extra forge point and a couple more goods. And then the one that I personally have, which is the Colorful Mill of Fall, which gives you the most forge points and the least amount of goods. But I like the forge points. Most people have been saying that the Colorful Mill of Fall is the one that they went with out of the three. Personally, between this and the cottage, I would go with the Appleton Cottage over the colorful Mill of Fall, just for your own desires. Anyway, last one of the past event buildings that I'm going to talk about is the Cider Mill. That one is actually available today for rotation. I don't know if it's going to be offered again, but don't fret. This is offered in the antique dealer, which is why I'm not stressing over it too much. You can get the upgrades for it at any time. But the cider mill, you get the base building, which honestly, when I was a littler player, I really preferred this over some of the other production buildings that I could put in my city because um, just the amount of supplies it gives per any of the different time periods that you choose is a lot more than some of the current era production buildings that you have. So I actually kept just the base level 1 in my city for quite a long time, and I think I even had a couple of them out at a time. So that's a nifty little trick. But once you're finally ready to upgrade and you don't need supplies anymore, because you have a I'm going to get this right, hopefully. A Himagi. I've had so many friends telling me how to say it, and it's probably wrong still. Dang. But once you have that, then you don't really need supplies, buildings anymore. Anyway, this one, two. Oh no, I've already stopped counting wrong. One, two, three, four, five. Five. You need five of this one to end up with the Flourishing Cider Mill. The Flourishing Cider Mill I like because it does give you a lot of forge points. It also gives you goods. And then a nice plus side is it does give you crowns if you ever have to go with a 4-hour production. But I go so more so. I go so more so for the goods and the forge points. So this one is nice to have around, but I wouldn't really focus on it right now with this event because, like I said, you can get it in the antiques dealer. So really, I would go after the Appleton Cottage. It has not come up yet, so be ready for it when it does. Along with that, too, this is just kind of a word of caution. If you ever do put a building into your city, I always highly, highly, highly suggest to all of my guildmates, and also I'm going to suggest to you guys, don't put one of these buildings into your city if it's not fully upgraded or not fully at that final end stage, because there are other buildings potentially that could give you more supplies, more goods, more forge points than those. So like the colorful Mill of Fall, for instance, I think before it reaches this upgrade, it doesn't really give you that many forge points. And for a, I think it was a 3x3 space. Let me check. Um, yeah, for a 3x3 space, you could put honestly like a dark doorway that you get from the antique dealer, which automatically gives you 3 forge points. So just be kind of conscientious about not placing these event buildings into your city until you know they're fully upgraded, or you know at the end of the event they will be fully upgraded, if that makes sense. So hopefully that was helpful and it gives you a little bit of insight into what you might want to go for with this event. Personally, just so you guys know what I went for and what I'm going to go for, I went for a lot of the Centennial outposts right here. And I think, I'm not sure, I can't remember. They might. If they do an upgrade, as a daily special, I will go for those as well. But I picked up 6 Centennial outposts here. Um, and that's what I did in my main city. In my secondary city, I actually went after wishing wells this time. And I might start building up some of my cottages, but I'm not going to place it in my city if it's not fully upgraded. And another thing that I forgot to mention to you guys is within your daily challenges, be kind of mindful that they do offer extra ingredients every single day as a chest option. So that's what I've been doing every single day in my main city in order to get extra ingredients for baking. I haven't been doing it as much in my secondary city just because there's a lot of quests to get done in a short amount of time and it's a little bit tedious. So, yeah. Anyway, look out for my next video. I'm going to talk specifically about the 2020 fall event building setup. Super excited. All right, see you guys later.